part A is correct, so we just need to continue to solve for part B. But to be able to solve for part B, we need to link the figure number to certain things in the figure, especially the perimeter, because it's the perimeter, then we can solve. Yeah, so certain observations that we can see, a lot of things going on here, but the most important thing is actually this one. If you cut your 12 into 2 parts, here's a 2. Here, 12 you cut into 3 parts, here's a 3. Here, 12 you cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 parts. Here you cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 parts. Then you link this to your figure number. You see, 1 go to 2. 2 go become 3. 3 become 4. 4 become 5. So you know that actually to go over to that number is actually we just add 1, right? We just add 1. We just add 1. Yeah, so this is the observation we need to note first. And then instead of using H here, I'm not going to use H here. H is always going to be the one that I cut up. Like for example, in this case, H is here. In this case, my H will be different from this, but it will be basically my H will be this one. Yeah, and then in this case, my H will be this one. And then in this case, my H will be this one. And to be able to form a formula for my H, right, is I will take 12 divided by, okay, you see, 12 we divide by 2 parts. It come from here, But to get the 2 is actually figure number at 1. Can you see? To get this number is figure number at 1. So actually your formula is figure number plus 1. Yeah. So we can do a check one. 12 divided by figure number plus 1. Let's check for, let's say, this one. Okay, this one. So it's figure 4, right? So it's 12 divided by 4 plus 1. Okay, 12 divided by 5. 12 divided by 5, you get a 2.4. Then you realize, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, you times 5, you get back 12. So it aligns. You also can try out for the rest. It should also be consistent. Yeah. Okay, so then now to link to the perimeter. Okay, this is the hard one. To link to the perimeter of 63.6, let's see certain observation. How do we get 63.6? Linking with the H here. So basically, to link with the H, okay, we will take a look at this 9. This one is also 9 because I push it in. So it's 9 times 2. Okay, then I settle this one 12 and 12, right? So plus 12 plus 12. Okay, to get the perimeter, okay, I am going to do this, okay, which is I am going to take I'm going to take 12 first. Okay, so this 12 actually just now, okay, this 12 I already settled, this one I already settled. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm taking the 12 like that, okay, minus, later I'm going to minus away, because if this is 6 here, right, this is going to be 6, right, it's going to be the same. So I'm going to take 12 here, I'm going to take 12 here, and then I need to minus away both of H here to get where? To get actually this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plus 12 minus H plus 12 minus H, something like this. Okay, or another way is you can just think of it as, okay, plus 12 plus 12. So you treat it like 12 here, then you minus away the H, here. Okay, basically just minus 2H, it will be easier. Algebra, like when you put it as an expression, yeah, correct. Then we get these 2 parts, which is the last part of the perimeter. Okay, yeah, so let's calculate like all this first. 9 times 2 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, we get 66. Minus 2H, okay? And that will give us a perimeter of 63.6. Yeah, so then, okay, 66 minus 63.6. Okay, we all know this number, right? Okay, from 66, how to go to 63.6? So we'll take 66 minus 63.6, right? That will give us the value of 2H. Okay, so our 2H, our 2H is actually 66 minus 63.6, okay, which will give us a 2.4. Yeah, so in this case, after we found out our H is a 2.4, 2H is a 2.4, we can continue to find 1H. 1H. Yeah. 1H. Okay, 1H, which is 2.4 divided by 2. Okay, which is 1.2. Okay, so we found 1H. Just now we got this formula for H, right? So we know that it's 12 over figure number plus 1 give me 1.2. Yeah, okay, so like that. Okay, this one, okay, looking at one glance, we might think that it's quite impossible for the kids, because honestly speaking, it will be like algebra in secondary school, like cross multiply kind of thing. But actually, it's not that difficult to see, because you just need to ask yourself, 12 divided by what give you 1.2? You see, the 1 is already here, 1 is already here, 2 is already here, 2 is already here. So they are quite similar, right? The reason why you have a decimal is definitely because it divided by a 10, right? Because 12 divided by 10, we know that need to move the decimal, Yeah, so we will move it and become 1.2, right? So we know this whole thing is actually a 10. Okay, so in other words, right, your figure number will be a 10 minus, figure number plus 1 is 10, so figure number is 10 minus 1, which will give you a 9. Yeah, so your answer here, it will be a 9 instead, figure 9.